The bubonic plague. It has killed over 100 million people over the course of history. But it was considered to be a concern of the past, right? Well, here's one of two reported in the last 6 weeks.
For the last 2 months, 59-year-old Paul Gaylord has been full of medical tubes as he lay motionless in a hospital bed. He's been fighting a rare illness, the plague.
See you later.
But now he's allowed to head home.
I feel pretty good. I'm gonna go on and do the best I can.
Within the next few weeks, he'll have his blackened toes and fingers amputated, a side effect of the disease. As the recovery process continues, he's very thankful for those who saved his life.
And we've all heard of the bubonic plague. It's been known as the Black Death. Killed a third of Europeans at one point in time. We learn about this in med school, but none of us have ever seen this. I mean, I'm shocked to hear about these cases now, but it is a bacteria, and the reason that largely we haven't had to deal with it lately is because it can be treated. But back in the day, it was deadly, and as Paul's case has shown, can still wreak havoc. And Paul should be okay, obviously serious operations and things of that nature, but it also has inflicted a young girl.
The second case they found was a 7-year-old girl that was admitted to a Denver hospital after a camping trip in southern Colorado. And she contracted it there she found a dead squirrel, felt bad, and wanted to bury the thing. That's a no-no, because you can catch this from either getting bit by an infected flea or rodent or cats sometimes, and that's just a big no-no to touch those things.
And you don't know what killed them. That might have killed them, and then it passes on. So, you shouldn't catch.
And then symptoms will usually, after you're bit, within maybe 2 to 6 days, you'll start getting these vague symptoms, like this other disease we talked about earlier. It could just be feeling sick or feeling bad, tired, fatigued, some fever. You don't really know what it is until you get the classic sign of the plague is what's called a bubo. It's a large swollen lymph gland, either in the neck or the armpit or in the groin sometimes. And that's when the doctors will start to key in, ooh, this might be the plague.
Yeah, without that, you would, on physical exam, this could be any other illness. If you, God forbid, are having these big buboes and you have these other symptoms, you need to seek attention, because without treatment, the death rate is over 50%. IV fluids, antibiotics,
Paul's lucky to
measures.
be alive.
He is. But the good news is these are two, as far as we know, isolated cases. Just be aware of it, but don't live in fear of it. And Paul obviously has a long road ahead of him, but luckily has a huge support system. We wish Paul the best.